Gaffer, a pre-season friendly where you've got the minutes into the legs that you wanted, but overshadowed by the sending off.
Yeah, obviously we're disappointed with the sending off. I haven't seen it as yet, so I'll not make comment, but it's not something we needed at this time, especially at the top end of the pitch where we're very thin. But as an exercise, a brilliant exercise for us tonight, especially the first 25 minutes where we're relentless in our football. We kept the tempo really high. I was just disappointed with one or two things. The speed the ball came back into play, things like the water break, which broke up the tempo of the game. But for what we wanted from the game, the 60 minutes for our players was excellent. Really, really good. We know we still need personnel in. We're very much aware of that. But in terms of an exercise, in terms of the things that we've been working towards in the last couple of days, our energy levels, our intensity of our football, all the things I was looking for was absolutely perfect tonight.
I was going to say, heading towards half-time, you must have been pleased with how the boys were playing.
No, I was delighted. We're lacking in certain things, and we're very much aware of that, and we're going to address that over the coming weeks. But in terms of the things that I'm looking for at this moment in time, in terms of the intensity of our football, our energy, the distance we're covering, all the things to get us up to speed, I was delighted with today. And we did the basics of the game very well as well today. We defended crosses, defended moments well. Where sometimes at this stage of pre-season your timing can be wrong. So I was really pleased overall with the performance, and credit to Chester who worked us hard tonight.
No way you can comment on the sending off when you haven't seen it, and we're also not sure at this stage what it means in terms of what the repercussions might be.
No, so I'll obviously have a look at it. I'm obviously disappointed in the situation because I've told you Hallam's a very important player to us. But I'll look over it in the next 24 hours and take the appropriate action if required.
How much of an effect did it have on what you wanted to see in the second half with not being able to get 10 outfield players out there?
It had a better effect. I'll be honest with you, it had a better effect because we had to work even harder. So I said to the group at half time, although it's not what we wanted, from a physical perspective, it was better for us. So we actually got more out of it over the 60 minutes than I probably anticipated. Not ideal, not what we wanted, but from the things we wanted from the game, it actually benefited us.
And Chester, credit to them because they kept coming at us both halves.
Yeah, they did. The opening 25 minutes, like I said, were relentless, and even our immediate press didn't allow them to settle, and we just kept winning it and playing and winning it and playing. We're still lacking a little bit at the top end of the pitch, but that'll come in time. I'm very calm on that because we've got our targets, and once we get them in, we'll be a more potent team. But as I've said, the players that have arrived, the way they're going about things, terrific.
Any closer on any of those targets coming over the line?
Not yet. I thought I would have some news at this moment in time, but still nothing imminent. We are still pursuing the same players. It's just we're having to wait a little bit longer.
The trialists who've been with us for a period of time, are you at that point now where you can make a decision?
Yeah, definitely. I spoke to them. I said to them all that I would make a decision after the Chester game. As yet I haven't had the opportunity to speak to them, but I will do before they leave.
A couple of lads not on the team sheet, one of them a real blow, Josh Dixon. He's had the good news that football does this, of the contract extension, and the bad news that the ACL's gone again.
We were devastated today for the kid. We honestly were devastated. The first thing is for the kid, we're devastated, and I'm devastated as well as a manager because I was really looking forward to working with that young player. He had me excited. I thought we've got a real talent on our hands, but he'll just have to show the mentality that he did in the previous year, knuckle down, focus, and recover properly, because there's a number of players that have had similar situations. Callum Wilson, actually, one that I previously played with, sent him a wonderful message today, a video message, just wishing him the best of luck and giving him encouragement, because he's had to endure it as well, and he's come back scoring goals in the Premier League, leading the line for England. So listen, it's there for him. We'll give him every support possible, but we're obviously devastated for the kid.
We've sat on this news as a club because we didn't know until later this afternoon exactly what had happened with Josh. Credit to you, because even though you knew on the day that you were doing the contract extension, you went ahead with it anyway.
Of course, and credit to David. David was, adamant that we would do that, and that's credit. It's great for the club that, it puts his mind at ease in terms of that he's got the long-term, stability, and it allows him to really focus in on getting himself back and ready for, I would believe, next season again. It's really difficult for him to take, and he'll be in a dark place at this moment in time, I'm sure. But as I've said, the club will give him every support, and I'm sure we'll see a terrific young player back come next season.
Jack Ireland didn't get changed. What's the news on him?
Jack's really the only one that's been feeling a little bit of tightness in his thigh. It's one of those injuries that we don't want to risk. He felt it last week, came back, he was still feeling it a little bit, so he's probably going to be 5 or 6 days before he's back in competitive training again, and probably he's targeting the Ross County game. We won't push him before that, we don't want to take any risks. These injuries can be 1 week of rest, or if you push them you can be out for 6 weeks, so we're going to be careful in that respect, and he'll be ready, I would hope, by the Ross County game.
Last one from me, Gaffer. All eyes on the Fun Day in the Fleetwood game, but I guess this week will be taken up trying to get players in as well.
The truth is, I know everybody get itchy and concerned about the situation. I'm not concerned at this moment in time, because we have our targets, and trust me, we're speaking to the clubs. It's just the clubs are taking a little bit longer to give us the players than we anticipated. So we'll keep pursuing them. We'll keep being patient, and hopefully we'll get the players that I believe can really help us achieve this season, because I'm really satisfied with the players that have come in thus far.
Thanks for your time, boss.